Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Halal Times YouTube channel. Today we have brought another episode from the Halal Times folks. I got a question for you, and this is an important one. How can we grow Islamic finance? Well, digitization of Islamic banks is a must for the growth of Islamic finance industry. Although the industry is quite young, the fintech disruption is already changing the way Islamic banks are spending money on technology to transform the way they do business to attract internet-savvy customers. However, most of the Islamic banks are still a long way from becoming truly digital, as currently many of them offer only basic banking services to their customers online. As a brand new Islamic fintech industry is emerging in Indonesia, the US, the UK, and so many other Muslim countries, Islamic banks have no choice but to adapt accordingly if they want to survive in this fiercely competitive financial market. They need to embrace the next generation of technologies and leverage new generation digital technologies, as brand loyalties have been dwindling, especially among younger consumers. Based on the research we found lately, there's not much of a difference between the preferences of Muslims and non-Muslims as far as digital financial services and direct banking channels are concerned. According to the World Islamic Banking Competitiveness Report, Islamic banks have still a lower customer penetration in mobile banking compared to the conventional banks. Their digitization efforts need to catch up fast. Otherwise, they'll be left behind. There's a lot of unbanked population in the Muslim world, especially the Middle East banking sector has been lagging behind in adopting deep and transformative digitization technologies compared to its global peers, according to a recent survey of corporate banking customers worldwide by Boston Consulting BCG Group. More than 2 billion people around the world are unbanked. About half of them are in the Muslim world. It's embarrassing that such large numbers of Muslims do not have any access to banking services. Our understanding, fintech may be the answer to more inclusive banking. The next generation of technologies breaks down economic and social barriers. It was stated by a professional in the Islamic fintech industry called Abdul Hasid Basit. He is the Chief Financial Officer of Innovative Finance UK. High costs and low yields and kept away banks from serving some segments of the unbanked population. With the arrival of cost-effective mobile and other technologies, now it's become easier for Islamic banks to serve a greater number of customers at lower costs. For example, in Indonesia, only 30% of the population has a bank account. However, there is 100% mobile penetration in the country. Similar is the case with populations in different parts of the world, including, of course, the Middle East and Pakistan. Islamic finance should offer mobile banking services to ever larger populations in the Muslim world. And this is of utmost importance if we would like to grow Islamic banking industry. What are the technology tools available in Islamic finance? Experts believe that the introduction of digital banking services will improve the quality of services offered by both Islamic and conventional banks. Fintech can help customers do financial planning with the help of technology tools, enabling them to forecast and plan. Technology is a great enabler. Fintech can enable small businesses in making and receiving payments. Globally, a growing number of banks are expanding their digital offerings well beyond a basic web presence. A recent BCG study shows that over the next 5 years, corporate banks that remain digital laggards would see profits drop by as much as 15 to 30%. relative to their digitally fast moving competitors. So you got to be urgent. If you are in the Islamic finance industry, and you would like to get a bigger share of the market, of course, you got to be vigilant, and you got to digitize your Islamic banking services to your target customers. So what's the market share as far as Islamic banks are concerned? As several banks in the Muslim world are allocating significant resources to adapt their business models to the fintech revolution, we could see incumbent banks losing market share to early adopters, at least in some segments of the business. When it comes to fintech adoption, we think that the bank's approach to fintech innovators need not be one of a confrontational nature. There is a huge scope for collaboration. All that is needed is a change in the conventional mindset. Islamic banks and Islamic finance are expected to hugely benefit from embracing fintech and blockchain technologies that will help simplify transactions involving complex structures. Islamic finance is based on tangible commodity transactions involving several contracts. With blockchain technology, the trading process leading to financial transactions can be simplified greatly. So we have discussed this issue, and now we have one question for all of us to consider about. What do you think should be the conclusion? What do you need to do as an Islamic bank? Legacy Islamic banks need to understand that only providing Islamic financial products to the customers will not help retain their market share. They'll have to embrace innovative fintech solutions to survive and thrive in the market. More nimble Islamic fintech pioneers are already testing creative ways to engage customers everywhere. So you got to start digitizing your Islamic financial services. Otherwise, you will be no more in the game. Thank you so much. And inshallah, soon we will come up with another episode from the Halal Times YouTube channel. Assalamu alaikum.